And shall we start with Jess's favourite topic?
Yes, we're going to talk about dogs. No,
Second favourite topic. Yeah. Okay.
We're going to talk about Baldur's Gate 3, which does feature dogs. Baldur's Gate 3, it is the anniversary. It's been 2 years. I still love playing the game and I'm addicted to it. So I've really got my money's worth out of the game. But yeah, because it's been 2 years, Larian Studios announced a whole load of stats and things that are quite fun to look at. And I always think it's interesting because it shows which classes people are playing and what people are doing in the game, which I think there's a parallel with tabletop role-playing games as well, because a lot of the things people do in Baldur's Gate are things that you see at tables as well. So there's an interesting correlation. But yeah, so there's a huge mod market in Baldur's Gate now, which is also exciting because people are starting to make their own scenarios and things in it. So what was the other game that people used to build?
Neverwinter Nights.
Yeah, in the way Neverwinter Nights was used, I think they're trying to open up the mods in the game as much as possible so that could perhaps be replicated. There already are a couple that do that. I think there's like 1 or 2. So I think the idea is to open up that mods community so that can be the case as well. So you can have like different scenarios and things that you run using the game, which I think is really fun. But anyway, there's been 265 million mods that have been downloaded. The most popular ones is Withers with Big Naturals.
I was going to ask, why does the Lich have
Big Naturals?
Yeah, sure. I wasn't going to use quite that phraseology, but yeah.
That's the name of the mod if you need it.
So a mod in Baldur's Gate terms, what exactly is that? Like an adventure that you can make, or a dungeon that you can make, or is that just what is a mod exactly?
So people can add on. They change the code so it updates the game in some way. So this could be visual. So you have different hairstyles for your character. You could give an NPC breasts if you wanted to. It can be creating different scenarios. They do loads of things. Basically, it just allows people to play with the code of the game and put extensions in.
You have bigger parties, for example. So if you want more companions, you're like, 4 people isn't enough. I demand a team of 8 to go.
So you can alter the actual gameplay. Is that?
Yes, you can alter the actual gameplay. And there's loads of really talented people that create mods and share them with the community. It's all community based. So that's what
I'd say, if you think third party and homebrewing, or homebrewing and hacking, then that's what you got going on here. So like any ways you want to do stuff, like I don't know, if you put alternate firearm rules in, say, then that'd be a mod you could have.
Okay. Well, we've got a whole bunch of slides of stats about Baldur's Gate 3 here. So I reckon, Jess, you could talk us through each of them. Yeah,
I will happily do that. Talk about my special
I'm sure you will.
Yes.
Okay, the second one.
Absolutely. So they're talking about obscure achievements on this slide. So in the game, there are achievements that you can get. So if you do a specific thing, it goes, oh, well done, you did this. So like if you're familiar with playing games on Steam achievements are a thing. So they relate to that. And I believe other gaming platforms have the same sort of thing as well. So you get achievements for different things. I'm trying to get all of them. I haven't. I'm close to 90% of them, I think. Because I'm in the phase where I played through the first time just doing whatever, and the second time played through differently, and the third time now I'm just going through specifically trying to go for these niche things. Of this ones, it says obscure achievements. I've done all of these. So these ones are only 1.8% of players have earned 100 gold coins for playing music. So when you play a bard in the game, if you're in a crowd, people will tip you and toss a coin to your Witcher. 2% of players.
Amazing.
Yeah, so you can make money. It works well in cities and towns. Yeah, just busking. You do a performance.
You can become a D&D millionaire just by busking.
I don't know about millionaire. The most I've had in one game has been about 30,000 gold or something on me at one time.
That's
because it's heavy. You have to carry it.
30,000's a millionaire, isn't it? That's how numbers work. Surely.
In Baldur's Gate, it felt that way. Because when I had that much money, I wasn't thinking about what I was buying at all. I was like, sure, you have, sure, But anyway, any 2%. There's an achievement which is really fun, where if you defeat 20 opponents whilst you're drunk, only 2% of players done that. But I'm playing the drunken monk subclass.
The character is drunk.
Yes.
Yes, I'm wondering how Steam would know whether you were drunk.
I think
It's
Steam just
Steam
assumes.
breathalyzer.
Yeah.
Steam just assumes I am. Glass of wine, Baldur's Gate, what an evening. But yeah, there's also
you do call your weekly game Baldur's Gate Cocktail Hour. To be fair,
exactly. But yeah,
clues in the title.
Exactly. But yeah, another achievement they have is if you multi-class through every class in a single playthrough. So when you level up your character, if you do all of the class options that are available, only 2% of people have done that. I've done that as well. It's not very effective build. Like it's
funny,
but you can do it. There's also
surprisingly
a special one.
good. You get high level spell slots, so that's not too shabby.
Yeah, I mean, spoilers. There's one way. Yeah, there's spoilers where you beat a boss if you do it without activating any traps that they have. Because there's one where the boss fight, there's loads of traps like everywhere, so that's actually quite difficult to do. But yeah. And also 1.1 million players have completed Baldur's Gate in Tactician Mode. And Tactician Mode is like the harder difficulty setting. But this is not to be confused with Honor Mode, which is the highest difficulty setting, which I have not done yet.
Because you are not honourable.
Because I am honourable. Because I want to complete it in Honor Mode without doing... There are some cheats and tweaks and things you can do to...
But if you're cheating, you're definitely not honourable.
Exactly. And that's why I haven't done it. Because what happens is I go through really cautiously, and in Honor Mode, you have to, like, in the early levels, really watch what you're doing. Because, like, someone sneezes on you, you might die. And then I get overly confident and do something stupid, and it's my fault.
And then you die. Yeah.
And then I die, and I know it's my fault. But anyway.
Okay.
But that's
right. Next slide.
Next slide. Many people have completed it on Honor Mode. Almost 500,000 people have.
500,000 people. Wow, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, one of my friends has. So she's got all of these achievements.
It says there that quite a lot of them have done it with just a first level character.
What? Where does it say that?
It says it might be on the next slide, actually. It might be on the next slide. So, on one of the slides. But quite a lot of people have done Honor Mode, which I assume is a difficult thing to do, with just a first level character.
What?
Yeah.
Is that something that sounds difficult? I assume it is.
I don't think I could do that.
Well, would you go toe to toe with Tiamat with a level 1 wizard?
Sure, my magic missile will totally... My one magic missile will totally take out Tiamat.
I guess the way you do that is by barrelmancy, which is you hoard loads of barrels of gunpowder, place them strategically, and fireball.
Right.
Or you could do what I did when we played and cast a grease spell in an area where there just happens to be some fire, and it turns out grease spell in that area is therefore a fireball, and I torched all of my allies.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was effective.
Yeah.
We're not saying your liability, but we might be thinking it quite loudly.
Well, I wasn't expecting Baldur's Gate 3 to be a killer DM. What can I say?
No, there you go.
You know
better. It's totally.
I know better.
Anyway,
you go down and stab you.
Yeah, there's loads of niche achievements. Like there's some NPCs that if you manage to keep them alive throughout the game, that only 2.5% have done that with a particular one, and only 5% have done that with. There's like a group of NPCs. I'm trying to avoid spoilers just in case people haven't played it, but it has been 2 years. But and there's one you can use an enemy as an improvised weapon against another enemy, which is just really fun. So sometimes it's fun to pick up a goblin and throw it at another goblin.
I always think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
next slide.
I figured out I could do that. And
there we go. So here's the Honor Mode using a level 1 character. 4,647 people have done that.
Wow. I bet they're streamers. I bet people have done like actual live streams of them, so you can see them do that, because that would be quite the feat.
Yes.
And 31,000 have done it as a jack of all trades, which means they have one level in all of the different classes, which means you're not strategically spec'd. Because when I go into Honor Mode, I'm thinking, right, how can I do an efficient build? How can I make sure my party is like ready for this?
But you are basically a 12th or 13th level character at that point, though.
At the end of the game.
Yeah. Well, if you've got one level in each class.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very different to playing a level 1 character. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're two different things.
Yeah. I mean, they're both not easy. It's not instant. He's not encompassing what we're talking about. Anyway.
I mean, I'm struggling to do honor mode just without any hands behind my back. So yeah, and these are about the different companions that people respec, because you can respec them in the game. So a lot of people do that. I know a lot of people do that for Will, the warlock character.
By respec, it means
change their class, change their stats, change, edit their subclass. Yeah.
Well, it's good to know that you can do that, because I didn't know you could do that. I can see why.
Absolutely.
What's it? Nearly 5 million people have done that with Shadowheart because she's terrible. Oh, awful trying to use her. Yes.
I will defend Shadowheart. You got to know what she's used for.
Great character, but as just no, terrible. Okay. Yeah, sorry, you were saying.
Anyway, but the build, so you can respec them, and lots of people have done that. Like 5 million on Shadowheart, but Will is the one that most people respec because. Yeah.
Well, no, that's Shadowheart.
As he is, he's not very effective.
Shadowheart has he's a Pact of the Blade Warlock in 2014 D&D. He's not going to be very good. He's going.
You want him to be a Hexblade?
Have a bad time.
Yeah.
If you can be a Hexblade, now you're talking. But anyway,
Yes, exactly. I think that's what most people do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Subclass respec stats. What does that mean?
This is what I said. So this is how they respec them. So Will is respec into a Hexblade Warlock. Among most of them, and Astarion gets moved into Hexblade Warlock a lot as well, which I can see actually working quite well. Lae'zel gets changed from a fighter into Oath of the Crown Paladin. Karlak gets moved into the Oath of Vengeance Paladin instead of a barbarian, and Shadowheart gets moved into a Death Domain or Life Domain cleric.
Yeah, because she's trickery or something, isn't she?
Yeah, I don't like trickery too much. It's not. I don't play a lot of clerics. So I don't have a lot, but from what I know of it, Life Domain would be the one I would lean into.
Life Domain's quite
surely good. That would be the cleric that's quite close to a rogue, though, and you like being a rogue.
I do like being a rogue.
Because rogues are trixies. Yeah.
So in terms of flavour, right? Shadowheart, amazing. Trickery cleric, love it. Like. All over that. I think in 3rd edition, I actually played a Trickery Cleric and had a great time. That's how much I liked it. In 5th edition, not good. We're not talking a purple dragon here, right? It is definitely an archetype subclass that does exist, and it does have an effect on gameplay. Unlike, as I say, the PTK. But oh my goodness, it's just real uphill struggle to make it work properly. I don't know how I do it. That's how hard it is.
I basically use Shadowheart as a healer, so I don't really respec her to just be a healer when I'm playing it, because that's the role she takes in the party.
So this is our last slide. So how does Gate 3 in numbers?
People respec players into Death Domain clerics.
Only 350 people.
Yeah, because why would you do that?
Yeah, make through the ring. That's his whole thing.
You read it. That's very cute.
And 598 players adopted a child with Will. Aww.
I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know that was an end. Because there's so many.
Now you have to play it again.
I am planning a Will romance because he is just the most Disney prince of all the characters, is the best way I can describe him. Like when I was first playing through, I was like, he's the only normal person here. Because everyone else in your companions you talk to, and you're like, wow, there's a lot here. He's the most normal. And he's got a whole warlock patron situation going on. So that speaks a lot. That was very much in early access mode, though. And I know they were still tweaking some personality traits because some people were a lot. But yeah. He's I don't know, but there's so many different endings that you can have by the end, because there's so many choices and things that can happen. That's why think about the number of people that have played this game, and only that few people have got that specific ending.
Yeah.
Love that.
Okay, well, there we go. Baldur's Gate 3. We've had our Baldur's Gate 3 segment.
So that
I love that. Thank you.
About 1 in 8 people, 8 times more people have run through the whole game as a level 1 character than have made Will have a child with Will.
Yeah.
Adopt a child with Will. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's a niche ending. I wonder what characteristics Anyway.